Hi, Chris from GrowQuest, and I've got my beautiful rose garden. Well, beautiful if you can look beyond a few problems, but these things all started out as the most beaten down sticks you could have imagined. A little bit of water, actually a lot of water, a little bit of fertilizer, and they're going crazy 12 months later. So are the weeds. I've had to clear it out twice because I got really busy. Deliveries, all things in life, everybody else gets busy. Making a living, taking care of kids. So I had someone come in and tear them all out. But in the meantime, there's millions of seeds. There's enough seed in here that if we were to remove everything before it's reseeded again, it would probably last 10, 20 years. A weed seed bank lasts a long time. The first thing I've got is my RoundUp. I've added some vegetable dye. We can see on my hands. I probably should, I would say next time, 2 bottles, or at least a larger bottle of vegetable dye, of more blue would be better. Not quite as bright as I'd like. But the first thing that needs to be done here is we're going to get control of the sidewalk. So I'm just going to go all the way down, and my video lady's just going to stay right there. Just going to go all the way down. Spot spray the base. In this case, since the spray is hitting the concrete, we know where we've been because the moisture shows up. As you get more and more control over the yard, you want to address as many sources of the weed seed population as you can. Driveway, cracks and crevices and sidewalks, the rest of the yard. So now we need to start with the planter bed. You can get a little bit of RoundUp on the roses, it won't kill it. You cover the roses with the RoundUp and you will. Additionally, if you get it on the plant like that, don't try and wash it off. Just get over there and use your clippers or your hands to pinch off the branch. Just be done at the right then and there. It's going to get the new formulas of RoundUp and other herbicides dry very quickly. Just take care of it right then and there. I did put my spray coloring in here, and we'll bring the camera a little bit closer. We'll see on this spotted spurge how the water that's on here is got a good purple color. I sprayed it a little bit heavy so it would show up, but some more vegetable dye and you'll be right there in business. You want to be able to see where you sprayed your herbicide. In this case, we have some spotted spurge, you know, some Mavla. Mavla is very difficult to control. We have some oak grass in here. We have some Bermuda back here. And the objective is to go in here, you know, just lift up the branches. We have crabgrass in here. And this is just a weed bonanza. And you can see the literally hundreds amount of seeds that'll come out of this one particular weed here. I believe this is spurge. And the amount of seeds in here will just be lasting for many years. So after we get control of this, we'll put down a lot of mulch. That'll help suppress it. We may even have to use a pre-emergent. And right now, we want to kill this stuff off. Some of these weeds don't grow very tall. Spurge is not a tall growing weed, so it's not as much of a problem. As you're spraying, you want to make sure that you keep your bottle pumped up. You want your spray to be as fine as possible. Not so fine that it's going to blow away, but you don't want large droplets. So we're dealing with the Spruge here. There's a lot of small Mavla. You can tell we've got a hold of it on good contact. There's the dye solution back there, homemade dye with the vegetable coloring. And we're going to move a little bit further down here to another section, because we've got a lot of different weeds in here, kind of grouped up. This is not something you're going to spray. It's already so tall, it just is going to have to be pulled out by hand. This is not effectual to spray like that. This plant leaf right here, I don't remember the name of the weed specifically, but again, it's got a waxy surface. Since it's really tall and just by itself, hand removal is the best option. You have the Mavla in here. Mavla is a very aggressive weed, but requires a lot of moisture. So its presence means that we've been doing some good watering. You can get Mavla as it's fairly tall, and it will kill it back. Here we've got Bermuda. This long grass, this long branch of Bermuda, not going to move. The Roundup kills the weeds by moving the herbicide into the root of the plant and killing it off that way. Spraying it out all the way here at the end of this, not likely to get all the way through this plant down to the roots. You want to get your Bermuda when it's fairly short. This stuff out here, just hand pull it, because you're not going to get good control of spraying it when it's at that length. And it's just going to look hideous right there. We're going to get in here, go over the top. There's not a lot of rose plant material in here. It would be very difficult to spray or to actually hit any of the rose branches here. Again, we have some coloring that's showing up as dark droplets, and we also have the moisture contrasting out here. Droplets are on here, but again, it's not effective to spray Roundup in the garden on a weed that tall. Pull it out. When you get back in here, very important to get this Bermuda before it gets much taller, and then requires to be pulled out all over again by hand. Now leave this little area right here unsprayed. You have the rose there. There's going to be enough Roundup in here to move into the root zone of the Bermuda and kill out the whole group. Down here on the far end, we have one of the most difficult to control weeds there is, and that's Mavla. This weed will grow several feet tall. It grows wherever there's an ample supply of water, winter or summer. And it has a huge root in it. It's going to go back and forth. Got to pump up our bottle, probably have to reload. But again, I got the basics down. You want your Bermuda short. That's why I had it ripped out of here before. I haven't even gotten rid of all the bags of it yet. And you want to be able to track where you've sprayed. So you have the droplets colored purple. That'll be enough to wipe out that whole area of Bermuda. Going to come down here, go in front, get some of this Mavla and Spruge. And it's about time to reload the spray bottle. Where you can, you're just going to go forward, come back, and you can tell where you stop because you're going to have pockets of dye on the plant material. You can increase the your eyeball perspective of it by just increase the amount of vegetable dye in there. Try and get as rich blue or purple as you can. And that's how to successfully spray your weeds in roses. Don't do this. Try and finish off the bottle. You can see how when you're doing that it starts choking and fogging away. The fog coming out of there still has Roundup or herbicides in it. It's just going to blow into the plant when it starts coughing like that. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email. We'll come back out here in about 7 days and you see how dead it all became with very little effort, and they're just covered up with mulch.